by talking about Super Saturday. So I look on here and I see some new faces who are not familiar with Super Saturday, who've never been, who've never, had the opportunity to be a part of it. But Super Saturday is our first Plexus event of the year, and it just kicks everything off. It's open to everyone. We do have a virtual option, which we don't have for any other Plexus event. So this is really huge to shoot out to anyone who's thinking about Plexus, who's on your team, but maybe contemplating sharing. They can sign up for virtual. The virtual, it's super cheap. I think the virtual is like, is it like 9.95? Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I
I
never
don't know. 1995. I feel like it's one
19.95.
of
Okay.
those. It's
Yeah.
one or the other. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it's super cheap and affordable. It's also a tax write-off, the whole thing. So keep that in mind. But I love if you can be there in person. So we are having a large in-person event in Nashville. Bethany said it's $20. So yeah, $20. But let me say this. Let me put a pin in what I was saying about the Nashville thing. The $20 you pay for Super Saturday almost always, don't hold me to this just in case, but pretty much all the time, every Super Saturday we've ever had, when you register, you are open to a special incentive that they do. So usually they'll send you like free membership codes, or you'll get first info about like the product or a sale or something like that. So you're not just paying $20, although you're getting amazing training and all that, but you also get the benefit of whatever they launch. So it's going to be January 11th. And it's the first, like I said, the first event that we have. Super huge. I had a girl on my Plexus team come with her friend. She had only tried the product. She was not in on the business, anything, but her friend was like, look, I don't want to go by myself. Will you come with me? So she drug her best friend to Super Saturday. Her best friend fell in love with Plexus at Super Saturday and went senior Ruby from Super Saturday from January in 6 months. So it is transformational. And then the girl's best friend is an emerald on my team. So they basically ran together. They swept the leaders retreat contest. They did all the things and they ranked up together. It can literally change lives. It is not, it's unlike anything that I've ever been to because it's intimate and it's also very, very geared to helping you to understand what Plexus is and what makes us so special. So the event in Nashville, usually we have a team from North Carolina, from Georgia. They will carpool. So if you're down with that, we would love for you to come to Lebanon. Is where we're having the event. There will be food trucks, coffee trucks at the Lebanon event. We will have different things that is going to be on the live. So you're going to be involved. We'll have a Joel panel. We'll have a Q&A. We'll have some in-person training that will not be on the live from Megan Malakovic and let me look at they just announced some of them today. So Megan's going to be doing a really good motivational dreaming um training, and she is amazing at it. When I say amazing, like every time she does it, it brings me to tears and gives me the kick in the butt that I need to like do the dang thing, you know?
I
She's
was gonna
so good.
say you'll cry.
Yeah, it's
You'll cry.
so good. I mean, it's just so good and helps you to learn that they're not different than us. I'm not different than any of you. Any of you 100% could be where I am. We could be where Megan is. We just have to believe that we can get there. Um, so there's Megan, and I'm just trying to look here real quick because I'm in the chat with it. The Jewel panel will be an option where you can ask Jewel's questions, which I really love. We've also got to try product at the event. So if you can be there in person, be there in person. You're going to want to do that. We always have fun and we get to, see each other another time. So that's my thing that I wanted to share, that I wanted to emphasize for 2025 to make sure that this year is amazing and exactly what you want it to be. Started off with going to Super Saturday, or at least being on the live and watching it from home if you can't be there. And next, did you want to talk about dreaming big, Sarah, and journaling? I don't hear you. Sorry.
Why? Because I'm muted.
You're muted.
I can. Let's see here. I was trying to multitask. Sorry. So now I'm not on. So, the women who do the Ambition Coalition, Melissa Eichenhorst and Rebecca Folks. If you don't listen to their podcast, it's really good. But they did a call the other day about dreaming and planning, and it was just so good. And I meant to have my journal in here, but I just wanted to, yeah. And with their call, they have this free journal for you. So I do recommend, we need to drop it in the chat in a minute when this
I'll
is
drop
over.
it.
Go back and watch it, and the download for the journal was free, so I would definitely go back and watch it. I watched some of it yesterday, and they take some time in the call to just pause and journal without thinking about it. And so we have 30 minutes here, but I wanted us to do that for just a second, because
I can go
2024.
through some of the prompts from here that we can journal.
Okay, yeah. I do have it right in front of me. But I just want you to think for a minute about what 2024 looked like for you, as far as, since this is our Plexus call, we'll just stick with Plexus for now for the sake of time. But even if you've only been here for a few months or 6 months, whatever, what did it look like for you in 2024? How have you felt? And Heather will give the prompts in a second. And then think toward 2025 and just be completely honest. Whatever pops in your mind, first thing, like 2024 friggin' sucked. I hated it. If that's what pops in your head, that's fine. If what pops in your head is, this has been the most amazing journey of my life, then write it down. There's no wrong answers here. And then turn around and think about 2025. It's all 12 months. It's 365 days. Like, what are we going to do with it? And then think about, I don't want you to think about like, I need to hustle harder or I need to reach out to more people. I want you to think about the person that you need to become whatever your goals are in 2025. Like, what mindset trash do you need to eliminate? What mindset changes do you just need to make? What new ways of thinking do you need to have? And just write those things down. I think we're just going to spend like 8 minutes here. We could get real cheesy. Let me find us a cool song. Let me find us a good song.
We're going to do, so there's a lot of parts to this journal. And like I said, me and Sarah will make sure that you guys have the video and the downloadable journal. It's free. I just printed it off, but there's a lot of parts that basically go through like health and physical well-being, family and friends. And it has a lot of prompts. So you're not just like, it helps you to dive deep in what you want for 2025 and what you want to be different from 2024. But since we're on this call for Plexus, we are going to do the business part. And I want you to be honest with yourself, because I feel like journaling is a time when you can be completely honest without fear of judgment. Not that I would ever judge you, not that Sarah or Sam would ever judge you, but I know sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable about where we were. But with this journaling, we're going to be completely honest, okay? Because that's the only way we move forward. So the first part of it says, how do you feel about your business at the moment? You don't have to tell us, but I want you to write it down. Sarah, cue the music.
Be real cheesy with it too.
They say these chains will never break, but they don't know you like we do.
Okay. Now that we've dove a little bit into how we feel at this very moment about our business and our business in 2024, what is your ultimate vision for your business in 2025? And how does it align with the life you want to create? So, what is your 2025 major, big, hairy, scary goal? And how does that align with the life that you are hoping to create 2025 and on?
No matter there is power in your name. So much power in your name. Break me unbreakable. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. When there seems to be
Okay, moving on. And I want you to come back. If you don't finish one of these and you feel like I need to go a little bit more in depth there, go back. Go back and do that. We only have 30 minutes, so I'm kind of rushing through this. But this is definitely something that we could dive deeper into to figure things out. What rank, income, or milestone do you want to achieve by the end of 2025? Why does this goal matter to you? And obviously that can be a jewel status, a gem status, or you can just say, I want to make $500 a month steadily, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever it is. And why do you want to be there? And why it matters to you to get to that point.
believe for it. You said, I believe. You said, it is done. You said, I believe. I believe. You said, so it is done. You said, and I
Okay, next, I want you to think about what specific actions or habits you're going to commit to daily, weekly, and monthly to help grow your business. So, daily, weekly, and monthly actions that you can commit to, things that you're actually going to try to do. Okay.
move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Yes, Lord. God, we believe for it.
Okay, and the last part, think about who the key people you are going to help reach their goals in 2025 are. I want you to name them. I want you to put their current rank. If they don't have a rank, you can put that and what goal you want them to achieve.
the promises and everything you said. I'm so glad you were with me every step. I never will forget when I think of how you bless me, how your hand has never let me go, never let me go. You have been so good to me. God, I can't believe how you love me. What a friend you have been. So good to me. Oh God, I can't believe
Okay,
how
we'll
you
wrap this part up. I hope you've thought about your business, thought about your goals. We did want to ask what you guys would like to see more of in 2025 and what you're proud of and how you feel about 2024. So if anyone would like to shout something out that they're proud of for 2024, it doesn't have to be business, it can be life, it can be product related, it can be any of the things, but we'd love to hear something that you're thankful for, some form of gratitude for 2024, and then what you're looking forward to in 2025.
I'll go. It's something I haven't shared very much at all. But I was able this year to come off of my anti-anxiety, antidepressant, just with a lot of healing and adding in Vital Biome. That's been a big step. But that was something that I knew I needed it right after Thomas, when he was about 4 months old. I considered just driving us off a bank, and those impulsive thoughts scared me, and I didn't want to ever have that again. And so I thought I was going to have to be on medication for many years. But that was something that was a big deal for me. I was coming off of that this year.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I know that's vulnerable. That is something that so many people struggle with, and so many people are scared to talk about, to admit, and just being in that place. I personally have very similar situation. That's why I started Plexus. So thank you for sharing that. What about 2025? What are you looking forward to?
2025 is just full of potential right now.
Yes, and a cruise. A cruise. You're looking forward to a cruise.
I won't have any hair by the time it comes around because I'm pulling it all out right now, but I will be there.
You will.
Got this.
Anybody else?
I'll go.
No, everybody talk at once.
One of the things I wrote on my 2024 like restored friendships, because like Heather and I were old acquaintance types, and then Rebecca, I'm reading it. Becca and I were old friends because we worked together, and both of them came in for different reasons, and then it's just like sparked these friendships, and I'm so thankful for that. And I had a concern when Becca came back, and we're hanging out more and we're doing all of these things. And I told her, I was like, I've been afraid that you're going to think like we're just friends again like this because of Plexus. And I was like, but what I guess the Lord revealed to me is like, it's proximity. Because if I started working at the school again, that would have triggered a friendship again, because it's the same, we're in proximity again because we're just, doing the same things and doing life together again. So, but I'm just thankful for that. And I'm just thankful that how this always just brings new friendships about and brings old friendships back around. So it's cool to me.
Yes, I love that. I love community. What about 2025 for you?
Sapphire. I'm going to write Sapphire down until Sapphire is done.
You are going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at my friend Tracy Fogel, she was going for Sapphire like all the time, but she just kept doing it and putting it out there to the world and doing it. And then last month was it last month or October? She
It was
finally
recent.
hit it, but she was trying for a long time and she just kept putting it out there, putting it out there. That's what you got to do. You got to speak it into existence and work towards it because I mean, all you do is fail forward. So keep going. You're going to get there. You're going to be Sapphire.
Partner,
2025 is the year for
partner
it.
with the right people.
Yes.
Develop a jewel, develop a ruby, and develop a gold is what I wrote down
Mm.
Yes.
Did you write names? You don't have to
Good.
share them, but did you write names for those people?
for the yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Anybody else?
I'll go. I'm thankful for the friendships that I have gotten out of this business. And also like Becca was talking about, like, also came off my antidepressant medicine this year, and I've been on it since I was 17 years old. So that was a big thing and it was hard. And for 2025, like I'm looking forward to, I would love if we would do like another retreat. Like that would be, I feel like that gave me so much energy and like desire and passion to like want to do this. And so I would love to do that again.
Well, we are definitely going to do a retreat, so you're the winner for tonight. We don't know when or where yet, but we are going to have one. So it'll be happening, Heather. Anybody else? Bethany said, I need senior ruby or emerald by next year for our finances. So senior ruby or emerald in 2025, right, Bethany? Okay, perfect. Well, that's totally doable. You're still muted, Sarah.
And she was saying that she's never come this far in a business and never been this far mentally. So that's what she was glad for in
Oh, love that.
2024.
Yes. I mean, I never had done, I mean, I did network marketing. I say I did it. I really didn't do it. I just bought the stuff and like tried to support my in-laws once and I paid, it was so long ago and some of y'all may know the story, but I paid like, I mean, it was like $1,000 back then and it was 19 years ago and I made $75. That's all.
What was it, Arbonne?
Yes, Armand. I literally made
I remember
$75. Like
I
the
did that too.
worst salesperson ever. So I have never done anything like this before and been successful at it either. Here I feel like you don't have to be some like amazing salesperson or any of the things to go far. So I have no doubt, Bethany, that you can get to Senior Ruby in a year. I got to Senior Ruby in a year from start to when I ranked there. So I have no doubt you're already ahead of me because you're already, pushing forward. So gold next and then moving on. We got this. Anybody else?
I'll go. For next year, well, for this year, I just think that I think it truly hits me like what happens when you kind of lose focus in your business. And so I'm just trying to learn and pray and really like seek how I want to go into 2025. For 2025, though, I did put that I was going to develop 2 jewels, and that I would have some more gold legs. That's what I really want to do. And I just want to grow more as a leader. I want to be able to cast vision better to people because that's my heart. I think that's the hardest thing for me. Like relationships are so easy, but it's like, and I see so much potential in people. It's not that I don't, but I don't know how to like call it out and cast it for them. And so I need to learn how to do that better. And just be able to be more motivating. And sometimes it's hard when you're in like a hard season yourself. It's hard to be able to be that for somebody else. But we've had it's been a hard season for my family, but I know what I need to do. And it's time to like, get my big girl britches back on and do the dang thing. Because we will be in Alaska. Dang it.
Yes, you will. So the
But
Alaskan,
not just that. It's not just the trips and all the, it's just like financial freedom for my family and
right. For me, I agree. I mean, the trips are like, it's amazing. They're amazing.
yeah.
But I've never worked for a trip. Like, I love seeing the emeralds. Like, I lived for that stuff. Like, when I was not Emerald and like Jen was on the trip, I looked at every single jewel that I knew, their stories and posts every single day. Like, I was waiting for it. Like, I was like soaking it all in. But it wasn't really the trips that brought me in. It was the fact that I knew that that meant they had a level of financial freedom that I didn't have, that I really, really was craving. And just being able to have that time with your family, you haven't had to pay for it. It's a gift for getting to this certain level. So, yeah, it's not about the trips, but the trips, that definitely is an amazing, amazing thing. And I did want to say, so you mentioned, how you notice when you get, a little bit sidetracked from your business. Always look at, luckily we have a business where it's still going to be here for us when we do have times where we have to, be there for our family. Like, that's what comes first, right? So we're able to be there and do those things that we normally wouldn't be able to do without having to call into work or get in trouble. I had to leave the classroom, when my kids were sick and things like that. And I always felt a guilty push and pull. So at least we, have that freedom to be able to be there for our families thanks to this business. But then I look at the people that I want to be like in this business, like Celeste Winton. She makes, you guys, I don't even know how much she makes, but I've tried to
Gangster
calculate
money.
it up. What'd you say?
Gangster money.
Yeah, I've tried to calculate it up. I think it's like $350,000 a month. It could possibly be more than that. But she still works her business. She works it all the time. She signs people every single month. Like, she hasn't stopped, and it's because she still believes in what we have here. Does she need extra money? No. But she believes in what we have, and she continues to share it passionately with others. And that's what I want to be like, to the point where I can help and I can give back and I can, build churches and I can freely, help overseas and be, fund mission trips and things like that. And also give back to helping mamas come off anxiety medication to love being in their own skin again. So just for 2025, my dog, but I am looking forward to just reinvigorating people with just the love that I have about Plexus. Mamas like me, I feel like I kind of have gotten away from what Plexus has done for me and gotten lost in the, I'm a leader, I got to do this, I'm doing all these things, when really you kind of just start spinning your wheels, or I've kind of just been spinning my wheels. So my goal for 2025 is just get back to the basics of why I'm here and why I love these products and what they've done for me and what they do for others, because the money is amazing, yes, but ultimately it's, helping women, helping mamas to feel better, and not struggle silently with depression and anxiety like, now like 50% of this call has. So if out of this small group, sampling group of people, if we have this many people that had mental health struggles, how many out there do you think are hiding the fact that they're struggling, and we have something that could help them, that doesn't have a million side effects and that has this awesome business opportunity and this amazing community attached to it? So that's my goal for 2025. And I would like to be diamond, but that'll happen on the way to inspiring and helping others get there. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
I can say for me, it was coming off all the medicine. I feel like 2 or 3 pills down, and I'm sure, I guess Heather's probably the only person who knows this about me, but I hate pills. And yes, I know I traded 3 medications for 3 other medications, but I feel like eventually the Plexus is going to get me off enough to where the 3 that I am taking is not going to upset me, because it took me off 6 or 7, or like I'm, crazy on how many I'm taking right now with the heart failure, and it's already helping that as well. So I would just say all the things that Plexus has helped me with health-wise. And for my next goal, I would say probably to spend more time on Plexus when I have a chance and less on my 4 other jobs.
Oh my goodness, Trista, you have 4 jobs.
I literally have 4 jobs.
Oh my goodness. Well,
It's
I want
not
you to
even
spend more time on Plexus too, so you don't have to have four jobs, sister.
amen.
Trista is also literally one person away from silver.
Oh,
Krista,
that
oh
And I
my
have
gosh.
3 people sitting on the fence. If one of them would just take it, it would be amazing.
Let's go. You got this, Krista.
And it'll be fast start, right?
Two
Yeah.
of the 3 are debating doing subscriptions, and one is just would be like a bag of something. So I don't know what that means, but
Okay.
Yeah, it would. Your third person will have to be a 100 PV or more to be your three for silver, but we can do it.
Mhm.
We still have plenty of time. We'll stay up all night tomorrow if we have to.
Yes, we'll give them a free water bottle.
real quick too, I just wanted to piggyback off of what Heather said about like getting back to the basics of like why she is with Plexus and like what it's done for her and so many other lives. Same like, I've been a little bit discouraged in my business this month, just like, trying like comparing it to other months or sorry, my ring light keeps going out and it's so fuzzy when I don't have it on. But anyways, but just like, comparing it to other months and just like, what am I doing wrong? And, and just like trying to get back into like a good rhythm and routine with like my team and just showing up and things like that. And one like one thing that like I think that I sometimes just forget about is all the small testimonies that like I get from like my clients when I'm checking or client, I say clients, but my customers when I'm checking in with them. But like today, one of my very best friends that I work with at the church, she came up to me and was like crying and she's been on Plexus now, mind you, she's been on Plexus for over a year, okay? And has had some wins here and there, like small things, like loves the way she feels on it though, but she had like a host of health problems, like a ton of inflammation, just a bunch of stuff. And she came up to me today and said that she went to the rheumatologist and all of her inflammation markers are completely gone. Like her rheumatologist was like, I don't know what you're doing, but you like, can you please tell me about it? And so like she's like talked to her about Plexus and so just like those like it takes time, but like it's so cool when you get to, a year later, like start hearing like big wins, not just the small ones. And then that was such a good reminder for me of like, this is why I do this. Like sometimes like, yeah, the money's great, the trips are great, that my love my team and but like at the end of the day, if I lost all of my if I lost my compensation from Plexus, I would still share it. I would still offer it as a solution. And that's how you know that you believe in the products that you take and in this company because I would still share them. And so I just want to encourage you that like at the end of the day, like you're still helping people, no matter how it may look like on your end.
Amen. I also had a customer message me today. Her daughter is has struggled with constipation literally her whole entire life. And I checked in with them today and she said that since starting Plexus, she has not struggled once. And this is the first time in her whole entire life she has not struggled with constipation and something actually worked. So
Huge.
All these stories just give me like chills because if you think about it, there's so many people not sharing. And maybe it's us. Maybe we're not sharing as much as we should be sharing either, but we have to remember what we have and that this is truly a gift. So we can't let the opinions of other people bog us down. We can't, let our mindset get to us, comparison, all the things. We have a huge gift. Each of us singularly has a huge gift. And no matter if you're in the same area or whatever, you still have very different networks. You might appeal to someone I don't appeal to. Sarah's going to appeal to somebody else. Sam's going to appeal to somebody else. So we have this huge opportunity to help so many people outside of the money, outside of all that, to give them community because also when I was newly married, I met my husband at college and I'd moved from, Murphy to Clarksville, Tennessee, which was 4 hours away. So I was away from all my hometown people. I met my husband in college. He lived here in Middle Tennessee. So after we graduated from college, we got married and stayed here. All my college friends moved away and I had nobody here. And I remember crying and praying to have friends because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know how to make friends as an adult. And the same thing when I had Tanner, I didn't have any mom friends. I remember praying for that. We have the community of women that uplift, encourage, that straighten each other's crown. And that's something huge too, that people are searching for. They're craving to have community and people that they can depend on and count on. So we also have that gift, and I'm thankful for that.
Can I say something really fast?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so on the sharing part, this is actually kind of funny. Um, before I joined last August, so it's been about a year and a half now, but Sarah and I were actually talking for a year or more on Messenger, and I randomly found a post that she had from the VIP page that was like speaking about holistic medicine, and it just hit for some reason. And I never, ever, ever instantly I sent her a friend request and I DM'd her. And I never do that. Like I will take people out of my Facebook before I put people in. And so we were just chatting and stuff, and she was like, I said something about like, are you a crazy MLM person or whatever? And so I've had my share of experiences that way. I'm like, oh gosh, not again, please. And she's like, well, I guess you'll find out or something. I don't know what she said. So then I was like sharing about like, I deal with ADD. And she's like, it's gut health related. And I was like, oh, okay. So she's like, here, check out this page. And she sent me the link to the VIP page. And I just went in there and I started reading stuff. And I I read different things. I had no idea. And I literally 4 to 5 people before I even signed up, I sent that VIP page to different people going, hey, I think you should check this out. This is probably going to help you with what you're struggling with. Like POTS syndrome, endometriosis, PCOS. I told my mom about it for her blood pressure and high cholesterol. I was like, don't wait for me to get in. Go get in under Sarah. Get the stuff fixed. And so the whole fact that I was sharing before I even getting paid for it, I thought was pretty interesting. And on the whole medicine thing, my mom is way down on her meds for blood pressure and cholesterol as well. So the last I think physical she had was like the best her numbers, all the numbers, blood sugar included has been. And my dad's on it now too because he's been having issues. So he's starting to feel better already.
Awesome. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing too. Yeah. I love how you said you were sharing before you started. I actually did that too. I shared with another stay-at-home mom friend that I had before, and I dragged her to a meeting with Jen and myself because I didn't want to go alone. And she ended up joining and she got to senior gold on my team. So anybody else have anything they want to share? No, no, no. I know we were going to talk some about the back office. We've gone a little bit over. Sam, do you want to dive into a few things to help us close out the month strong and what we need to be looking for?
I was gonna say we could talk about the back office next week, but I mean
Yeah, that's fine.
we do need to go into our back office though and just look at the people that you signed last month that maybe haven't ordered this month or credit card declines or anything like that. I know for me, the new back office is still touch and go. I still revert back to the old one and I need to really learn the new one. So I would love to just have like a training on the new one just to
Yeah,
see, because I know some things are easier, but I
right.
haven't myself dove into it because I get overwhelmed each time I try to do it. So,
Okay, yeah, I'm happy for us to do a deep dive back office training on our next call.
yeah.
If you guys think that would be beneficial, we're going to change a little bit up on the way that we're doing these calls to where we have one in-depth training. We talk about one product each, and we're going to end up having a guest a month. So I think it's going to be really exciting for 2025. Still going to pray at the end. Sarah's going to do that for us. Is anybody else want to talk about anything else? Oh, and I do want to say this, closing out the month strong. I want you to go to your back office, filter to your level ones. All you have to do is it'll say level. You click on it twice and it will put all your level ones up at the top. And I want you to make sure that you've reached out to every one of your level ones about the sale. It's what I did today. I have this, this is all my people. I'm highlighting the ones that are ordering. I just have a message. I did not do a copy paste message. I'm personalizing every message. These are people that I know, people that I love, people that I care about, and just letting them know about the sale. These sales are not going to work for us, and they're not going to work for our business if we don't market them correctly. So remember that you are the marketer. This is your job, marketing this sale to your people. Everybody wants to sell. Everybody's thinking about weight loss right now. So do that. I'm happy to send you a few example messages. I'll pop them in the chat, and I'm sending them with the graphic. So let that be your homework if you haven't done that already. You have problems figuring out where all your level ones are, I can help you do that too. Anything else? Okay, Sarah, do you want to close this out?
Oh, we thank you for another Monday. I thank you for these women. And I just thank you for all these things that we were able to celebrate tonight. I thank you for friendships. I thank you for health improved. I thank you for minds improved and renewed. And I just thank you for this community that we have. I thank you this just what you're building here and what you're allowing us to be a part of. And as we step into 2025, I just pray that we have hearts of stewardship, that we keep this focus of the ways that you've helped us, and that we can extend that to other people. And I just pray in advance for every customer that you bring our way, for every running business partner that you send our way, that we have hearts to steward them, that we only align ourselves with people that you intend for us to be aligned with. And I just pray that 2025 blows all of these women's socks off, that you just do more than they can even ask or imagine or begin to even think about. Everything that they wrote down on their paper, I pray that you just crumble that paper up and do more than they could have even thought about writing down. And I just thank you in advance for all of it. I thank you for the ways that our minds are going to change, and just all of the things that you're going to show us. And I just pray for each person. May they be blessed this week. May they be blessed going into 2025 and be well. And just thank you for everything that you've done. In Jesus' name, amen.